Breaking news, I-5 southbound is back open in Tacoma after a 6-hour closure because of a crash, but the backup is still stretching for miles.
King 5's Angelique they're now live at the scene with what we're learning, and you have a different vantage point here. It's good to see sort of behind you what happened and what went down. Angelique, what are you seeing?
Yeah, Jake and Shantae, good morning. So we kind of moved over. We were over on the overpass of above I-5, seeing sort of that accident and it being cleared up. The good news is at this point, that scene has been cleared. All those cars have been towed away. So we've moved a little bit slightly closer to the entrance ramp here on Tacoma Mall Boulevard and South 56th Street. But you can see behind me, despite all these lanes being open, there is still a lot of traffic. So this all started shortly before 1 a.m. when Washington State Police tells us 3 cars were reportedly racing on I-5. A motorcycle then hit one of the cars, causing serious injuries to that 57-year-old man driver and a 32-year-old woman. We also know one of the car drivers, a 19-year-old man, was also injured. Now, all 3 cars did remain at the scene. They stayed on scene, but the driver of one of them fled, and the car they were driving in did come back as stolen. So at this point, all 3 drivers could face charges of vehicular assault. But again, the good news here this morning at this point in the 8 o'clock hour, all southbound lanes of I-5 have now been reopened. But again, you're still going to be dealing with a lot of traffic here in Tacoma. From this point, we can't exactly see how far back this traffic goes, but I'm guessing it's pretty far. For now, reporting live in Tacoma, Angelique, King 5 News.
Pretty far indeed, Angelique. If you are traveling on I-5 southbound, you still could take some of those other routes, but we are starting to see some progress being made. This is a look over I-5 out near South 56th Street. That was the portion that was closed, so not too far from where Angelique is. You can see northbound and southbound lanes looking the same, and that's because of all of that congestion. So you'll still be dealing with about 4 miles of a little bit of stop and go traffic, but I will say I've been clicking some cameras out near Yakima where at one point that was a parking lot. Now we're starting to see things clear out. So I imagine within the next 20 to 30 minutes, you should be good to go out in that area. So we'll keep an eye on this. But at this point, give yourself some extra time if you are traveling in Pierce County, because not only are you going to deal with congestion on I-5, you'll also see it on those side roads, because since 1 o'clock this morning, that's the way people have been moving around in that area.
All right, Shantae, thank you.